Hello guys, this is Drawd Central. It's been a while, I know. I guess it's time to play my own hold. I just actually just had a failed recording attempt and I looked it up and I think I released this hold in 2014. So I don't know if that's, yeah, it has to be because I looked it up in the forum. So it's been 8 years since I made this hold. Really been 8 years since I've been around, I would say. I decided to just record a series where I go through my own hold because it's been a long time and I don't remember half the puzzles I made. And the ones I do remember are either really good or really not so good, so I thought this would be the prime time to just replay it and just go through it. And before I start, I just wanted to kind of mention that I'm going to be kind of approaching this as how I would redo a puzzle. So if I like how a puzzle is, I'll just probably say I like it as is, and there's probably nothing I would really change. But if there's a puzzle I really don't like, I'll probably just say I would either remove it completely. I can think of a few where I would just remove completely, or I would redo it in some way. That being said, though, let's get started.
Beginnings always seem simple, yet they always hold an underlying reason. Almost nobody is aware of the reasoning for why people are where they are and why they do what they do. But regardless of if anyone knows or not, there's always a reason for people's actions. How important those stories are, however, depends on the person. Oh well, who in this town even cares about what happens around here anyway? I doubt anyone does anymore, except him. But I can't tell him the truth, nor do I really want to.
Yep, so the first thing about this hold is it is fully voice acted. So.
Hey, you're awake. You know, it's been a few days since you've opened your eyes. We were about to bury your body because we thought we killed you. Yeah, you're probably wondering where you are, how you got here, all that jazz. Well, we knocked you out and dragged your body across the cold, hard ground. I could go into the whole details of the journey, but simply put, we dragged you here. You, my friend, are in paradise. It's a wonderful place. Monsters can live here without fear of death. Tell me, you wouldn't harm them, would you? I mean, that's why we brought you here. We know you have your fair share of enemies, and wanted to keep you safe. Before I release you into town, though, I wanted you to know something. See that weird tile to the right of you? That's an activation tile. That tile is special around these parts, and is used to activate robots around here. I can't tell you the specifics because there's, well, a lot of them, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. Not only that, we seem to be having some environmental problems lately. Not sure why. Ah, well, just avoid heading to those areas, and you'll be perfectly fine. Oh, one last thing. There's a spring north of here. The Master lives there. Nobody knows what's inside, but there are supposedly keys that are spread along the land. Nobody's been able to find them, but if you happen to, then you could go see him. Why am I telling you this, you may ask? I really have no idea. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. What you feel like doing is up to you. Enjoy yourself now. Oh yeah, you can try out that activation tile if you want.
Well, so this is the start of my hold, and this tile is indeed what causes a lot of the custom elements to actually do what they do. A little known secret. Well, I don't know if anybody knows, but if you touch it multiple times...
I didn't think you were the type of person to listen to the same phrase over and over again. Does it make you laugh? Does it fascinate you? Are you hoping there's some hidden dialogue that will make you smile? Or are you simply pressing it over and over again, simply because you can? Well, I'll be frank, it's annoying. Stop it.
I don't know if he says anything else afterwards. I don't remember. He might. I think it was every 3 times. Let me see.
you're still doing it. Look, I told you it's pointless and does not help you in any way. Are you doing it because now you want to see what else I say? You want to annoy me? I mean, you could have already explored town by now, and here you are, pressing that tile. If you are smarter than a goblin, you will stop pressing it.
Nah.
You know what? I'm not even going to let you press it another 3 times. I'm disabling it. Goodbye. Go away now.
Yeah, so this kind of brings in my first thing I wish I would have changed. As you'll see as we go through this, I feel like went a little bit too serious with the story. I wish I just embraced the humor aspect more. But that's just kind of a little regret. I'm probably not going to read these developer notes, just because there's not much. This is supposed to indicate that there's 3 secret levels, and then this is just all the shoutouts. Yeah, a lot of these, I remember Blorix really helping me with learning the script. I think Distran helped me with, or Distran, I don't know how to pronounce it, but he helped me with making the magnet element work. And then Nantar also helped out, and Skill also helped out, so I had a lot of scripting help. And Blorix and Solable did do a bit of testing. I probably should have let them tested more, because then a lot of the problems with this hold would have been kind of popped out, but they were busy people, and I was impatient when I was younger. Because, man, 8 years ago, I was just graduating high school, so yeah, it's been a while. But yeah. And these are kind of just all a bunch of shoutouts. So, Chaco is definitely the main voice actor. And then there's some other voice acting here and there. Oh, I forgot my mom had voice acted this. That's going to make me cringe when I get to that part, whenever that is. Okay, so I was thinking about when to actually start. There's some spread out dialogue. Honestly, I'm not going to spend time reading them. I kind of remember a lot of this stuff, but you can read it if you want to. So another change I wish I did is just remove the difficulty and just put the theme, because some of these puzzle rooms are easier depending on what kind of puzzles you're good at, and I'm bad at like horde management, which is probably why I said this one was hard. At the time, I've gotten a lot better at horde management over the past 8 years, but so some of the custom elements I have is the Regenerator X. I don't actually remember what that one does. Over here, we got the heat waves.
Monsters have gone to some place dangerous in hopes of hiding from everyone. The fear anyone feels when approaching someplace dangerous causes many to turn the other way. They hide without fear, knowing that even if someone was brave enough to set foot inside, that they could use the environment to turn back on them. A perfect defense. More perfect than anyone could ask for. A final stand to keep themselves in a life that they desire.
A someone, man. I missed that typo. I actually did not want to come here yet. I was just trying to look at all the custom elements. So there's a secret level here. Fluff combination. This level, I like the look of it. I would completely change the theme. I don't like that level, looking back at it. I thought it was a cool concept at the time, but I really don't like it. The Heatwave one I remember really liking. Regenerator X I think I like. I just didn't do as much cool stuff as I wish I did. Tar speed growth, you'll see what that means at some point. Over here we got the something. I honestly couldn't think of a name for it, and so I just left it called the something. Since I accidentally did the Heatwave dialogue, I'll probably do that one first. I was planning to do that one first anyway, but yeah. The theme, I don't even remember. in the corner back here, I'm pretty sure there's a custom element. That's why I put the theme as a question mark right there, because there's technically a theme or secret there. Or maybe, no, maybe it was what's over here. And then in here... No, this might be... This is the dream. Yeah. He's hinting that there's a nightmare, but that's the dream level, and then the nightmare level is in the corner over there. And that's why I put another scroll out here. It's just... I'll try not to be too negative this time, but there's a lot of regrets I have with this. Quicksand. I remember liking that one too, but there's a lot of limitations, so I couldn't do a lot of the puzzles I wanted to do. Countdown tile, it's another cool concept that I wish I did more puzzles with. Good puzzles, I should say. Cestation. That's another cool element I wish I did more with. That's the track your progress for completing the levels. And then over here, I think was the first level I ever made, which is why there isn't really a custom element to it. But I just liked it anyway, so I just kept it, I guess. And then the other secret level is in the level to the left, so we will have to do that one later. But I'm going to actually start with the heat wave one. Alright, so heat waves always happen every 30 steps. Again, I'm not going to read too much of the dialogue, because I'm mostly just caring about the rooms. So, yeah, so the heat wave is basically any tile that I believe is not colored blue will kill you. And so I kind of left the blue, I kind of made it look like that these were light sources that were displaying the blue color. But essentially just any tile that's not colored blue will kill you if you're, after 30 turns, that you're off it. So for this first room, I think it's pretty simple. I actually don't know if I've taken 30 turns or not. I remember it being kind of hard, yeah. You gotta be really optimal with this. Let's not turn. That's even worse than I did. Yeah, this was, I remember, being really tricky. There's definitely a way to, yeah, that's a lot more optimized. Because I didn't try to make this room where you needed to be too perfect. You just gotta be smart with how you work with these spawned roaches. But, at least the first set. But then the rest should be kind of simple and should line up. And with that being said, I still took too much time. But that's because I didn't go this way too much. As you can see, I have like 4 turns left before I died, so I try not to make this first room like that. It's been a while since I've played Drawed, but I replayed King Dugan's Dungeon, just because I was comfortable with that one, and now I am back at it. Oh, I thought it was 30 turns, but it's just exactly on turn 30. Okay. Well, that makes life a little easier. It probably said that in the scroll, but I forgot. We'll just go north for now. Let's see what I got up here. Gentry Eye room. I don't remember this. This room is interesting. I honestly don't remember this. 10th place tie in the last room, huh? Alright. I don't know if I like this room. I guess we'll find out. That first room, though, I think kind of does a really good job showing the element in action, so mostly with the roaches being on the same timer as the heat. So I actually would not change that last room in the slightest. This room, though, I probably just wouldn't do. I get the idea, but I don't know if I'm a fan of it. It is easy enough to manage them if you've worked with Gentry, but it's not like the funnest. I wouldn't say the funnest room. Maybe I would do one less Gentry and just focus on getting rid of 3, where the concept's still there, because I think the concept's fine, but I think I would have just made it a little simpler, but it's not that bad of a room, actually, now that I'm finishing it up. It's just not as fun as I probably could have made it. Maybe I could have done something a little more interesting with having to move the Gentry around, but this is fine. This last one's gonna be the pain in the neck. Okay, make sure we're safe, and this room's clear. I actually don't remember this room. Yeah, so I think I'd just do one less Gentry and then maybe do something that's slightly different than just putting them on the switches. And then maybe put it more in the back, but it's a fine room. Or at least fine enough, I should say. So this one, I remember making this one. I don't really remember the idea behind it. Okay, so I obviously have clones that I need to work with. And both clones need to move a mirror. I got that much. Alright. I don't think I made this one too specific, but that might be wishful thinking. Yeah, I didn't think I did. So I gotta remember my buttons now. Oops, that is not the right button. Here we go. So this one will go here. And then this one is gonna go afterwards. I might have unoptimized this a little bit too much. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I spent a little too much time on that. So I need to find a way to do this a little quicker. Because the other thing I can do too, and I'm just going to do it right here, is I could push it like that, but I don't think that's accomplishing much when this can do the same thing. It also might be more optimal to do the top one first. Maybe that's where I'm getting a little messed up. So let me try doing the top one first. Alright. So we'll do this. Yeah, because this might be a little more optimal. But I would want to kind of do it how I did it earlier. Do it like this. Yeah, that's a lot more optimal. It's also quicker. The last one was a little more precise. So it makes me think I have to do the bottom one first, but I'm just going to see how it looks like this, because I don't actually know. And then I got to switch my sword. Nope, this is fine. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think I made it too picky, but okay, this works fine. So now that I got this done, I can then go and wait for my signal. Yep. Oh, and I made the bottom one where it, yeah. Oh, but I can never go right. That's right. I gotta close off that. Gotcha. I think I have enough time to get here. I don't think I made these return trips. Yeah. Okay. So I think I like this room. It's just an interesting way of you gotta figure out the order of the clones, and I don't think it needs to be too optimized, but you need to do optimized enough, I guess. So I actually like that room. Alright, so moving north, we got... this one. I remember making this one. So you don't want to get the mirrors off, but you need to be optimal with the brain to get it back. So I think this is where people started saying it felt magic sequence. So I would probably do the same room, but make it where you don't need to be perfect. So you have like a few turns to spare. Because I think why a lot of people had a problem with this hold is this is the type of room where it feels like you just got to be precise. And that's not necessarily fun for people. So I can understand that. And I will probably have the same frustrations. We'll find out though. But it seems to be the best way to handle that. Now this part I remember being a little tricky because the problem here is this one is actually a tricky part. I don't remember this. I think I can move the brain with me if I do this. Because my goal is I need to get this. And actually, now that I'm looking at this, I think I didn't make this one too precise. Yeah, this one has more than enough leeway. No, it doesn't. Yeah, that one was precise. Okay. All right, well, I got the brain over. Right, the brain needs to hit the switch because I'll be stuck. All right. Simple enough room. Yes, I think maybe I just make this one less precise, but otherwise I like the room. A lot of avoiding the mirrors, a lot of management. I might have also added like where I made this part a little longer and then through just kind of a midway safety point. And then this would have been less precise. Maybe that would have been a way to handle that. I need to go to the right though. Okay, so this room. This room. I remember. I wanted to make a room where you had to switch between all the weapons and optimize their usage. Which I think this is fine, even if it is kind of close to the timer, because knowing the order and what is easier to deal with can matter. But this one I really don't remember. I can switch back to the sword at some point. So I do need to hit the switch. So the good thing about the dagger is I can kind of pick the direction I want to look at. I also don't drop the trapdoor, so I definitely got to do that first. So I think this looks familiar. So it's been a while since I played Drawed, but I think this hacks away, yep. And then I think the spear is required to break the middle. Yes. So, if I knowing that, I actually might handle this a different way. And this actually needs to be facing down. Okay. And then doing this gives me a little bit more time. Oh. Okay. So I could do something like this. I don't know if this is fine. That is not fine. But I think that's the right idea. Actually, it might be like this. Let me just try it like that real quick. No, that's... wow. So I think the other thing too is I don't need to kill them all, I just need to free them all. And then grab my sword, or keep the dagger, I guess is fine. So let me not be so obsessive over killing them. And so with that in mind, it actually makes sense to... okay. And actually... wow, this one's a little rough. Let's just try doing this, because I would like to... no, spear has to happen second. Okay. This feels right, but it feels wrong at the same time. Because the problem is I don't have enough time to do that. So... wow. So I know I'm right. I know I'm right with this. Maybe I'm wrong with doing both of those, because that does take 2 turns. Yep. That makes more sense. Okay. Yep. Okay. And I did give a few turn leeway. It's just don't waste time chopping away at that. Okay. Oh, but I do need to drop the trapdoor. Ah, that's... okay. So I did make it exact. Okay. So what would I change in that room? Again, I think it's just the same problem. Make it less exact time. Yeah. Just give a little extra time so that you don't have to optimize. And then it's more just about the order of operations and less about the correct sequence. And I think that would have fixed that room. Okay. So this room... constructs move first. When one trapdoor is dropped, the other also drops with it. Oh, I had these trapdoors drop at the same time. I wonder why I did that. Guess I'll find out. So, obviously can't go down that way, so I have to go this way. And then you can get safe, no problem. Now what? This is probably too much time. Why do I feel like I gotta bring a roach with me? probably because that's how I would have done something like that. So let me just bring a roach with me. And can I bring him up here? No, I can't. Alright, we'll just do it like this. See if I need him. And I don't want a trapdoor to drop, and that's exactly why. This one is a little... Okay, what if I turn my sword here? Oh, you know what? I honestly don't... I need 2 roaches. That's what I need. Okay, yeah, it's impossible because I need 2 roaches. Alright, so... I mean, I think it has to be the second 2, because this first roach is going to die. Yeah. How do I keep both of these alive, though? Because the problem is... So I can go up here. So this is where it gets interesting, because I had it where you need 2 roaches, but you can only bring 1 from here. But earlier on in the puzzle, I had the option of keeping this roach alive. Now, is there a way I can bring you with me? That's the $1,000,000 question. I can if I have you go this way. Okay, and this is where the time is, because it seems like a little too much time. And then I have more than enough time to get over here. Alright, so before I go over there, I definitely want the roach to be blocked. To some extent. It doesn't need to be that perfect, though. I just need to make sure I'm able to block him. Okay, so I want to go here. Okay, so that roach is going to be a pest. So I need to get rid of both of these roaches. But the problem is I need time to block him. There we go. Now I got 3 roaches with me. Probably 3 too many. Also, yeah, 3 too many because I need to block them off. Okay. And I need to reset my time. And now I can go this way, trap them, and then I don't think this needs to be exact in time, but you guys drop those, and I can get the clear thing, and then that's cleared. Okay. I think I like this room. It's less about the time and more about that you only have enough time to go one way and you can't really dilly-dally. So it's a multi-layer puzzle. I actually really like this puzzle. I'm very happy with it. I don't think I'd change anything. Alright. So far this level is not that bad. I think if I was a little looser with this room and this room, I think this would already be a really good level. And even with those not being loose, I still think those are still interesting puzzles. I can just understand why people would be frustrated with it being such a close time limit. But I think this is so far a good level. Challenge, don't exit using the top path. Oh. I don't know if I'm going to follow my rule of challenges for this playthrough, but I might. Let me just see. This is a tough room. It's about managing these things. It's less about the time limit and more about managing them and not getting stuck in a corner. Honestly, I'm not even sure if you even need a time limit for this one, honestly. Maybe I just put the time limit makes it a little harder to do like the challenge because you don't really have time to kind of manipulate them the way you would like to. And I think the main puzzle is figuring out how to get these guys out. Oh, and that's where the time limit comes. Okay, so if I don't waste time doing whatever I just did there. Yeah. I can easily get these guys where I want them. Okay. Yeah. So it's about managing... I already forgot what these things are called. Alright. I think this is fine. Just a little too much time. And you know where I probably spent that too much time? Right here. No, I think I have to go up at the top, because the thing is, if I go through the middle, that's not working. That kills me. So I think that has to be the way it is. And then this I can optimize by waiting just a little bit. Because that's rough. That's actually really rough. How did I... if I redid this, I would, again, not make it so optimized, but I think that's probably why it's unoptimized. Because now I can do this. And now it should be more than enough time. Oh, where did I mess up? Because I'm pretty sure this is optimized, right? Go... Oh, I'm spending time doing that again. And again, it's been a while since I've worked with these things. I really forget all the sophistication behind it. I think they just don't move where your sword is. Okay. Oh yeah, I think that's more optimized. I thought there was a way... Yeah. Okay, that's... Well, yeah, there is more than enough time. Okay, so the challenge... And I'll go ahead and give it a shot, but I'll exit... I'll exit it using this pathway here. And so I think if I remember, part of the secret is getting as many as you can in here. Then waiting out the time limit. And then trying to, like, dart through here, but I think there's still too many. Oh, there you gotta be careful too about not letting these guys through. And let me make sure the timer has more than enough time. Oh wow, this is a tough challenge. I think I have too many up here. Let me... Okay, let me do it like this. Oh. Yeah, this is a tough challenge. I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie, this is a tough challenge. I don't know what I did. I don't even know. Alright, just for the sake of time, I'm not gonna do every challenge. I remember there's what you have to get as many as you can in here, and then you can pretty much you'll have a pathway to get out. But I think it's just I'm mostly trying to demo this and not do every challenge. Maybe I'll come back and do the challenges later if you guys want me to, but for now, I'm not going to. So creator, this puzzle installable. Oh, this is installable's puzzle. That's right. I had a few people make custom rooms for the elements they liked. Installable really liked this element from what I remember, so he wanted to make a room based off it. And I honestly don't remember the secret to it. So I think he used, instead of using it where you have to do something in a certain amount of time, he used the timing aspect as a way where you gotta kind of push these fast enough, so so obviously if you're fast enough, then yeah, because I think by design it's, yeah, you just don't have enough time. And I think part of the secret is, if I remember, is about pushing yourself, right? So you can go here, and then you can kind of push yourself. So I think something like this. But I need to always be moving forward. But I do remember it being like, where you're kind of pushing yourself. So like that, but you do it on like such a huge scale. Because I think this isn't far enough. Yeah. You gotta do it 2 more times. So it's about propelling yourself and getting to the point where you can do that. So I think... I really don't remember, but I think it's something to do like this. I'm just gonna do this as an experiment. Oh, but it needs to be in reverse, of course. To 1, 2, 3, 4, so like that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it might have even been like there might have been an unintentional way where you have to, I think, propel yourself. Because the other way you could do it is, right, you turn and then you super turn. And I think that might have been the intended way. Because you can kind of, what you can do is you can, so do this. These guys kind of propel each other like that. I don't think that was it, though. I think it was most definitely propelling yourself, but it might have been in a different angle, too. I just remember using the top wall to propel myself when I was trying to solve it myself. So let me do it this way. Sorry, like this. So I can kind of get everyone on a similar level, and then because the other thing you can do too, right, is you can if part of the secret is propelling yourself like this, you can kind of set everyone up, so you can kind of be like, okay, these guys can't move. Let me see if I can get myself farther, because the thing is you gotta propel yourself multiple times. So it could be something like, yeah. I don't remember. And I remember the other trick too is it's not just propelling yourself, but you have to also propel yourself back. That's right. I remember that. So it's not just about getting there, but it's also about getting back. Okay. I remember that. Solvable, why did you do this to me? Why did you do this? No, this is actually a good room. There's a lot of thought. It's definitely a good secret room too, because it's just really hard. So as much as I am making jokes, I do remember this. Also, I remember you can also have this turn, and then you have another guy like to the bottom turn, right? So you could set it up to be set up to be like this. Sorry. So like this, where this turns, and then after they do, then you get pushed again. And then that could do some crazy push shenanigans. So like if I go here, and then that pushes. Alright, I'll probably do this room a different time. But yeah, I remember that being a little tricky. But I'll probably do that at a different time. I'll go back and do the secret rooms, mostly because I want to spend some time thinking about them. So, as a first level...
What did you want to talk about, sweetheart?
I'll be leaving in a while. I don't know when I'll be returning.
Where are you going? Why are you going? What about the children?
I can't say. Look, it's nothing personal. This is just something I need to do.
The kids wanted to go to the cliffside to see the lake.
I can't attend, I'm sorry. Put in a good word for me.
We'll miss you.
Dad?
So yeah, I think, again, I wish I embraced the humor aspect more, but that'll kind of come around as time goes on. Other than the obvious joke you can make that Dad went to get milk and never returned. But in all seriousness, this level I think was pretty good. Yeah, basically just these three rooms, I'd probably make them less optimal of time. But otherwise, I think as puzzles, they're fine. And then, especially this one, I really like this idea. And this is just a kind of a little fun room. Definitely the favorite room is this one. This room actually is really good. Multi-layer puzzle, really challenging. It still focuses on the heat element, but it doesn't require you to be perfect. It focuses more on the multidimensional. I think this is the golden child of the level for sure. But I think this room is pretty good too. There's a lot going on. It's not too precise from what I could tell. And then I think this is a good introductory room. So overall, I think this was a solid level, in my opinion. I think I did a good job on this. Basically just the optimization is the only thing I would change. Otherwise, I think the level works. So I think that's a good positive start. I'm glad how that level turned out. And it was known as the Pillar of Hope. So the name of these pillars were based on what the cutscene was. So I guess my thought process might have been that, or maybe it's what he wishes. So he wishes he had hope, but when he saw his father leave, he lost hope. And that might have been kind of what these are. I don't remember if I went exact or opposite. All right. But I think I'll call it here then. We'll try to just do one level of video. I don't think any of these levels are going to take me too long. I bite to blow a bullet. I don't know exactly which order I plan to do these in. Just kind of go with whatever I feel like. And honestly, with what I feel like, I think next video I'm going to go with the dream level because I don't remember 90% of the puzzles on this level. Basically, the only one I really remember is the one I just don't like. And so it will make for an interesting video. And maybe I can show that I'm here to actually be critical about myself. Alright, so, hope you guys like seeing me again. I hope I'm not too annoying, and I'll see you next time.